What's going on, everyone? My name is Makayla and welcome to my YouTube channel. I created this channel with the purest intention to help pre-nursing and nursing students in their journey through nursing school, or just that pre-admission phase when everything is nerve-wracking and you're not ready. I definitely know I wasn't ready. I was scared, I was nervous, there was tears, worry, and struggle on my journey to get into the #1 nursing school in the country. It was hard, and luckily I had people to support me, and I genuinely hope that my channel can bring that to you. So if you're interested in how I got into the #1 nursing school in the country, then go ahead and keep on watching. So I do want to start off by saying that I have always been interested in the healthcare field. When I was little, I wanted to be a pediatrician, and I was a die-hard doctor's pet. When I went to the doctors, I was so excited. I wanted to do everything that my pediatrician was doing. But as I got older, I realized that being a pediatrician just wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to be more hands-on, more direct care. I wanted to be a nurse. So my first meeting with my advisor there at CBC, I discussed that I was interested in nursing, and that's something, if you're, lucky and you realize that nursing is your calling very early on, then that is something you could take full advantage of, is talking to advisors, being very curious about the topic. But if it's not, then it's okay. We all have different steps, we all take different walks in life, and I'm just here to share mine with you guys. So my senior year of high school, I started applying to universities and scholarships. I got accepted to all of the universities that I wanted to, and all of the scholarships that I applied to as well. I got a full ride scholarship to my doctorate, and if you guys kind of want to know more about that scholarship, go ahead and leave that comment down below and I can share that story with you guys. I'm really stoked to say that I'm a Bill Gates Millennium Scholar. Now, for volunteer opportunities, I applied for a Health Scholars program, which is a volunteer opportunity, but they also allow you to get credentialed through UCLA, which was super cool, and that was one that I was die-hard really wanted. And then another one at the local medical center. So came for the interviews here in Seattle. The first one was the Health Scholars program, and I was so stoked about it. I left feeling so confident. I really thought that I got that one. Never heard back from them. I ended up contacting the program and was like, hey, haven't heard back from you guys about decisions, that kind of thing. Come to find out, they lost my paperwork or my record, or they didn't even know that I went in for the interview, which was crazy. I was really disappointed, but I had my interview for the volunteer opportunity at the local medical center coming up. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to that, figure out if that one says yes to me, then you know what, then I don't need that other one. And this one was closer to campus and easier for me to commute to. So I went to this one, and I totally thought it was a interview, got super interview ready, and then I walk in and she's like, welcome to your interview. Actually, it's not an interview, it's an orientation. So with that volunteer opportunity, I started off as an escort, meaning that I transported all of our patients to where they needed to be. After my first 30 hours, I was able to move up to a unit. I chose to be on medical and oncology. I worked with a lot of cancer patients. So before school started as well, I also got a job. Was a barista back home at Dutch Bros, if anybody knows where that is. So I took the opportunity to apply for a barista position here in Seattle. Seattle is where Starbucks all started. So I was like, why not? I can continue my passion of serving a cup of coffee to people in the morning and making their days. I applied for a position here on campus. I really wanted to work in one of our libraries. And lo and behold, I got the position. After my first 2 days of working there, my manager realized that I had a lot more experience than she had thought, and I got bumped up to a student coordinator position. So student coordinator position is more like a micromanager. But my first quarter at my university was the most difficult transition of my entire life. There was a group of classes that was necessary that I take for my U's nursing program. So I had to complete all of those before even applying. So I graduated with my associates, and then technically I should have been able to apply right after that and just kind of be like a transfer student. I wanted to take 1 year to get adjusted to the campus, and I really wanted to go to my U's nursing school. So I was going to do anything and everything, even if it meant taking an additional year. And the chem series was the hardest series that I had ever taken. Our school has it more of like a weed out class, and so it's like survival of the fittest. My school also has an IC, which is called an instructional center, where you can get tutoring. If your school has this opportunity, please take this opportunity. Please get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're struggling, reach out to someone. Ask for a tutor. I don't think it's dumb. Everybody's in the same position. This is new. The course workload, the struggle, the hardship, like, everyone's experiencing it, but everyone's experiencing it in a different way. And if you don't reach out, then there's no way for someone to help you. So please get help if you need it. And that's exactly what I did. I took full advantage of the IC. I was there day and night. I made really close friends with the people that were there at the IC. I got a lot of help from those people, and those people ended up becoming tutors to me as I was trying to go through this course. So come winter quarter, I was still taking the classes that I needed to take for the U standards and just prerequisites as well. Along with those classes, I took still working my job on campus, I took a CNA course that was about a 30-minute drive in a different city. So I convinced 5 girls in my class, well 4, so it was 5 with me, to take this CNA class. I began it winter quarter, and I didn't complete it until May. It was every weekend from like 6 to 10 p.m. It was a long one. So that summer, when I finished my CNA classes, I started applying for jobs. I didn't get a job until the end of June, but I applied for many jobs, took the opportunity to drive to places too, and just kind of give my application, that kind of thing. I finally got a job at the end of June at an assisted living facility. When I say that this assisted living facility was bougie, like, this was like over the top assisted living. Like, they had their own dining room, they had their own movie theater, they had their own market, they had their own cafe where they can get coffee in the morning. Like, this place was super over the top. It was beautiful, and to this day, I loved working there. It was hard and it was exhausting, but definitely I loved the residents, loved the people I worked with, and it was the best learning experience. So towards the end of the summer, I got a call back from one of the jobs that I had applied to at the very beginning of the summer. The person who called me was one of the recruiters, and she was like, "Hi, I'm calling from this medical center. I wanted to know if you were still interested in this position." And then I kind of was like, I didn't apply for this position, right? Because it's already the end of the summer and I hadn't applied because I was already working at another place. Well, she was like, "It's in women and infant care." And I was like, "Oh, yes, I am so interested. I want to work with babies." So she was like, "Great, I have a couple questions for you." So she asked me those questions, and then she was like, "Great, let's set up a time for you to interview." So I set up a time to interview, and then I interviewed with that manager. Manager loved me right off the bat. My job is per diem, but it's a very consistent and regular. I've been able to work per diem all this summer and still have a full-time, good paying job. So come fall quarter of my second year, I was working 3 jobs. I was working as a student coordinator. I was working as a patient service coordinator at the medical center in women and infant care, doing lactation services, newborn follow-up appointments, Billy's phenotomies, all the crazy things. If you guys want to know more about my job, also tell me down below, because I can show you my job, bring you guys to work with me one day. I love my job, and I would love to show you guys what I do. And then I was also working at my CNA job twice a week. So I was working 3 jobs, teaching a class. I taught a first year programs class, so I had FIG students, and kind of gave them a good introduction to school, talked about my struggles, talked about my hardships, and let myself be a mentor to them. And All this while being a full-time student. Now, at no point am I saying that this was easy, because it wasn't. It was hard, it was difficult. I felt like I kind of sacrificed myself here and there. I sacrificed my students while I was teaching my class. It was difficult, and then I also needed to focus on applying to nursing schools. A lot of nursing schools had theirs due at the beginning of September, and they had theirs all due like November and then December. My U's had theirs not due until January, but I needed backups. My university is the #1 nursing school in the country, and who knows if I was actually going to get in. And nursing is my passion. I just wanted to get into the program and be there and do my thing. So I was like, all right. Started applying. I applied to 3 different places, not including my university that I am at. And come admission letters, I got rejected to every single school that I applied to. It was hard. My last rejection letter, I got to the point where I was like, I'm not, like, this isn't for me. I'm not getting in this. There's no way that I'm even gonna get into my school's nursing program. Like, what the heck am I gonna do? I started creating so many plan Bs. Like, the amount of plan Bs I started creating was beyond me. I was like, I'm gonna take a gap year. I'm gonna live here in Seattle. I'm still gonna stay here. Like, I started planning everything. So come February, Valentine's Day to be exact, I got a letter from my university saying that I have been invited back to the proctored essay. And even though I got invited back for that second step, which most universities have an interview, but my university has a proctored essay. I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. But even though I got accepted to this proctored essay, I knew that this was only one stepping stone, that I could still be told that I'm rejected. So the proctored essay has 2 parts. There was the essay portion, and then there was nursing calculations at the end. All in 2 hours. So then it was just a waiting game. The day I got the letter from my university, I was super sick and I was in bed, and I'm laying in bed, snotty nose, nasty as heck, and I woke up at like noon. It was a school day, and realized that I hadn't checked my email. I had so many notifications, that kind of thing. Then I got this email that has changed my life forever and brought me to where I am today. The email said, "Welcome to the dog pack. The moment you guys have all been waiting for. I am a student in the University of Washington School of Nursing." The University of Washington School of Nursing is ranked #1 public nursing school in the country, along with being the #1 MSN and DNP programs among public schools. Now, among private schools, our MSN and DNP programs are considered number 3 and number 5. Now, on into admission stats. So this year, there was about 600 applicants that applied. Typically, 96 applicants get accepted into the program. When we went in for the proctored essay, they told us that we were the biggest group of proctored essay students that had ever been in that auditorium. It was about 208 students, all applying for one spot within that 96. Come to find out, when acceptance letters went out, that 96 students were not accepted. This year, only 64 applicants got accepted into the nursing program. Our nursing program decreased by 32 students. So backtrack a little bit. Within my school, there was an opportunity to meet with a nursing advisor. So at my school, undergraduates are not allowed to meet with nursing advisors, because nursing advisors are specific to students that are already in the nursing program. There was an opportunity that we get to review our resume, application, all of that good stuff with them. I had the opportunity to meet with one amazing advisor who gave me her business card and allowed me to meet with her later on. She, to this day I'm so thankful for her, she helped me review my resume the first time, and then a second time my whole application, a third time, and that third time she was like, you're ready to hit submit, just hit submit. Backtrack one more time. If you can get anything out of this video, it would be 1, ask for help when you need help, and 2, network. So I was getting off the light rail and there was girls in purple scrubs walking towards me. And University of Washington students wear grape purple scrubs, and you just know who they are when you see them. Whenever I saw someone walking around in purple scrubs, I was like, I want to be them. That's where I want to be, and that's what I want to do. I saw them, and at the time I had just gotten my 8-week-old husky puppy. So we're walking past them, and I was like, I'm going to take full advantage of this. I walked up and I met Jessica and Courtney. They were so amazing, and they were like, oh my god, can I meet your puppy? Can I pet him? I was like, oh yeah, pet him, right? Like, yes, pet him, but let me ask you questions. So I told them I was a pre-nursing student, and I told them that I was really interested in applying to the program, and I was wondering if I could take their time to kind of know more and listen to their stories and see how they got into the nursing program. Hence, it is the afternoon, and these girls are probably ready to go home. They've had a long day at school, and they probably just wanted to get the heck out of there. But they were willing to take the time to talk to me. I'm not saying that this is going to be the scenario for everyone, but if you get the opportunity to network and someone shuts you down, that doesn't mean don't try again. That just means that person was too busy. Give them the benefit of the doubt at all times and try again. Try every person that you can. Really talk to as many people as you can. So Jessica followed me all the way along, just as my advisor did, to get to the point where I was accepted. Very thankful for them. And here I am, a University of Washington School of Nursing student. And I'm so excited. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know, 1, if you're interested, 2, if you kind of just stopped by to say hello and know more about me, or 3, what program you're in. That'd be super amazing to connect with you guys, and I can't wait to hear from you guys soon. I will have more videos coming up. I think my next video will be applying to nursing school. I have been vlogging for the past 2 days. I did my orientation and I did a mentorship bonding event. So stay tuned for those as well. And until next time, Nurseys, I'll see you later.